Hey ratbags, it's Jade with a special Smalland 100 days today. This was one I actually uploaded to a separate channel. I was trying to make a new channel based on just 100 days content, and to be honest, it just never really went anywhere. And I ended up deleting it and using it to make my art content instead. And then I realised I still had this one. So it's a bit of an older video. It's from when Smalland first launched into early access, but I thought it would be cool to see how much has changed since it's obviously gone 1.0 and they've added a ton new content to it. Do you guys want to see me do a fresh 100 days of Smalland? Then watch this and let me know in the comment section down below. So in case you hadn't seen it, here it is, my first 100 days of survival in Smalland when it released. Let's go. The time of the giants is over. Welcome to Smalland, ratbags. It's Jade. Here's 100 days of how I survived. Got good at killing bugs, unlocked every armor set, crafted every weapon, killed every boss, and built a giant castle. Plus, of course, tames. Could I keep one alive more than a minute? There's only one way. Watch and find out. Let's go. So humans have been dead hundreds of years, and now's our time to go and explore properly and see if we can retake the land that was once ours. Day one has us starting off though in our burrows as we talk to various NPCs and get used to the environments around us. It shows the resources in the dark. Stuff you haven't seen before maybe. Outside we come across Hearn. He's the first NPC with armor recipes so we can get brand new gear to help us survive. Gathering wood, fibre and resin, we also then come across the Elder. Man, the Elder. Hello, Bob. What's cracking? Our queen is gravely ill, and the only way to cure her is by unlocking a special elixir, which we think the recipe is hidden inside this chest. But only the alchemist has the key, so we need to find him. We quickly gather enough fibre to make some armour with Hearn. Oh, he had the tank button. I could have had a friend. And my excitement was pretty short-lived. We wouldn't be getting any tames just yet, as they needed special treats. Gathering some mushrooms for food, we carried on exploring. Oh, sugar. Oh my god, there was a lot of them. Ow. No. I'll take the high ground, one at a time. It was clearly going to be dangerous exploring, so making sure you always had a weapon was important. A strange owl statue had some rewards for us, and we carried on exploring near the river. Okay, I'm going to try something really stupid here. Oh, just about made it out. Swimming was off the table for now, but that wouldn't be the last time I found myself in deep water. I became brave and maybe bold and tried taking on some of these Carter ants, but then I got attacked by warriors. But they bring everyone to the yard. I quickly made my escape and managed to pick up some more resources, including screws and bottle caps. This guy says to go up top. Yep. No. Go away. Go away. You can build your home inside a tree, safe from creature attacks, and being able to teleport your base across the map to other trees, but you need to climb first. Please. Please, 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 please. Ah! Please! Storms are deadly in Smalland. No matter what armour you're wearing, you'll have to take refuge and try to escape the freezing cold. Oh! I think we're alright. I think we're alright. Maybe? Hey, we did it! Nice! I quickly plopped down a 2x2 and we were safe for the very first night with my bed and my campfire. This was going to be so much safer than having a base on the ground. And we've activated the spawn point. And day one is complete. We already had the basic tools for survival, so it was time to go and use them to good effect. Gathering wood and chopping down poisonous mushrooms. Another storm! The storms were no joke in Smalland. You really did have to take cover or get yourself back to your tree. Oh! I mistimed the jump! Which ended up being pretty deadly. When you've unlocked your first tree, you get yourself your own tree butler who will help you up and down in the airlift. My guy was called Barry. I decided to be brave when I next got attacked. Oh my god! But in packs, even these Carter ants were pretty deadly. Now I swear I died last time. I swear I jumped off this last time. Go on, go away. Go away, go on. I'm not here, lads. I'm not here. Had I not learned that water was deadly? No! No! Oh! Just about made it. A lucky escape after all. I returned back to my base with resources and unlocked the stone grinder. This opened up the next level of tools and weapons I would need to survive. We were already starting to need more space, so that's what I did with the rest of day 2, expanding. A huge part of Smalland progression is tied to getting new bug parts. Just like Valheim and other similar games, the more you get, the more recipes you unlock. It killed it, it killed it, it killed it. Nice, nice, nice. With a little help from a wasp, I managed to pick up some mandibles from a bull ant, which are pretty tough to fight early game. But that did attract the attention of the wasp. No, it's poison me. I ain't got any antidote. It's stuck. Good, good, good. Oh no, get back here. I want to fight you now. Yes. So the bow was definitely helping me out, get at least some shots in, and now I've done lots of poison weapons. The poison wasn't fun, but as long as you had plenty of heals, and luckily I'd crafted some bandages, you'd be okay fighting at least a wasp. No! No! Oh! Each enemy has a strength or maybe weaknesses to certain weapon types. So it's pretty important to make sure you have a weapon and tool of each type to do that damage. So now we had more advanced weapons and tools, it was time to use them to good effect, taking on more Completionist and then hopefully gathering more resources. There's a pretty little spot by the river with all the lily pads. This is where the damselflies live. We'll be able to tame them, but not until the very end of the game. Oh, that was a good shot though, because he didn't see me. Stealth can also play an important part. Getting the first shot in without a bug noticing you does a massive more amount of damage. Combat in Smalland is pretty basic, but it does still require a bit of skill in dodging and blocking. No! No! And clearly my skills needed some work. I braved again once more the river, and again once more the deep waters took me. On the way to get my stuff back we came across another NPC. That's who we've got to try and visit and see, but I had more things to deal with first. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, now we're talking. The wooden sword I'd crafted was definitely helping out a lot more against these guys. It's already halfway through day 4 and I still hadn't managed to get my stuff back as I died quite in a dangerous spot. Ah! No! Run! No! No! Time lucky. Third time lucky. At last I made it back though to my bag filled with all my gear. Kalev here had the stone armour set, so I needed to give him the resources to get it crafted, which meant a ton of the stone. With my gear equipped and a decent sword now, I was ready to take on more dangerous enemies like the bull ant. Get out of here. Here we go. Yes, make this my tree base. My base would be teleported to this tree, making it much easier to get the stuff I needed. Go. Hey, look at that. Apothecary, cauldron, tannery and covered bed. These crafting benches would give me access to so much more, including potions and even more tools and weapons, as well as being able to refine materials, but I needed to get so much more, including chitin. So that's what we started out with day 5, more resources and more taking on the bugs. I'd crafted a stone spear and this was really doing the work for me against the wasps as well as the soy beetles. But that was until my padded armour actually broke. Oh no! Okay, my armour's officially broken. It's time to go. I needed over 40 stone to give to Kalev so I could get a full set of stone armour, which would give me much more needed protection. We got quite a lot before I was interrupted by more of the Completionist. I hadn't bothered repairing my previous gear as it was broken and would need more resources, and it would end up being just easier to get a new set, especially an upgraded one. By the end of day 5 I was pretty excited. We'd unlocked the cauldron and this meant I could finally go ahead and tame a grasshopper. He's definitely weak to hammer. Yes, we did it. Oh, that's the shot. That's the shot. I'm not pressed F12, no. With the grasshopper parked away, I went and got some more seeds as we need a ton of these. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Sadly, I was attacked by a whole bunch of bees though. Oh, got done by the bee. I vowed to get revenge on the bee. It's you. It's you. Yes, revenge. By the end of day 6 we were making good progress. I had a bunch of different tools and weapons now, and now I was starting to realise I could repair my gear for fairly cheap if I got it back in time to the workbench, otherwise it would start costing more resources. Day 7 began with a trip on my grasshopper to get more advanced stuff. Right, where the hell? Well, here. Oh yeah, that's the river. Yeah, this is where we've got to get to, down here somewhere. But my plans were waylaid by another storm, so I went back home and we started looking at more of the foods that I'd cook, like yummy and roast. Once the storm subsided, I started gathering more resources, especially stuff from poppies that we'd need for cooking, and we went over to the next tree. Hey, Scardy, how are you doing? These NPCs were scattered all around. Scardy here would give me access to 2 different armor sets this time, one for the winter time and one that gave more protection against certain creatures, which was the chitin set. So there we go. We've got the location of the boss beetle that we'll hopefully be able to find soon. So we knew where the boss was, and it was time to also explore and see what other resources the beach had for us. I don't want to lose this guy because this is my quick way of getting out. So the beach had lots of resources, but some I couldn't get yet until I got better tools, but I was able to get some much needed flint. I wanted strawberries for breakfast on day 9. No, where you going, my friend? No. 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 Okay, well I didn't know it attacks. It does attack. Oh. Did you notice what happened there? I was in for a bit of a shock. Oh no! No! So it's going to turn out that I'm not very good at keeping hold of my pets. In fact, I'm really bad at keeping them safe altogether. Bees were a real problem in the early days of Smalland, as they hover around so many of the trees that you can make your base. So you have to try and take care of them as quickly as you can, as in big amounts they do a lot more damage. Once that was done though, I went and decided to get a ladybug, as I knew this would give me more storage. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got one. Oh my god, it's got the lowest health going. Like, literally. These little cuties were super quick, so I was hoping they'd be able to avoid some of the dangers that my grasshopper had faced. There we go. Oh, no. 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 And this lovely troop of bees decided to come and help me test that theory. To be fair, the ladybug did kind of just hover around and got out of the way pretty quickly. It's pretty good as a carrier pet. Day 10 began with another scrounge around the beach, and this time coming across a green beetle. Without the right weapons, these guys were pretty tough. I only had a wooden club as well as a scythe and a sword. I definitely needed to get better weapons if I was going to be exploring around the beach. But I persevered and eventually I managed to take him out. Oof! Oof! Came across some sorrel, which would be much needed for winter to help with a warming broth. Oh no, another one. Oh no, water bugs ain't too bad though. Not too bad. I headed home and I was able to craft a tannery with all that flint that we'd gathered. Another storm kicked in and I took safety as I weighed up some of my options in terms of crafting. I then visited Scaldy before the end of the day, check once more on some of the recipes. So the primal stuff's good for winter, but yeah, you need to kill a bunch of the lizards effectively. So that's how we started out day 11 hunting some of the geckos on the beach. Oh, there he is. Oh, I can't take that on yet. Surely not. So that guy was a rhinoceros beetle, and I'll be taking him on hopefully soon, but we eventually found some of the geckos. Gathering that bark unlocked a whole bunch of new recipes for building, and yeah, it was time to try and take this guy on. Nope. Tools really don't do that much. Oh, come on. Oof. Some more bark and then taking on more of the creatures of the beach, including another green beetle, getting in that all-important stealth shot. There we go, I'm getting a brave little soldier, look at this, we're getting chitting now. Day 12 we had the apocryphy table going, and now I could craft healing potions, stamina, as well as anti-poison. Now I'd be able to go toe to toe against much stronger enemies, knowing I'd be able to heal up or take something to give me a bit of a boost. Plus quite a lot of the lizards. And a lot of, like, it's just ridiculous. That one is bad. It's a bad recipe for armors. I was pretty ticked off. That was going to be a huge amount of chitin I'd need, as well as other resources. This is why you should never listen to your live stream chat, as I gave them the option to choose which one I should have. And with winter coming, it definitely wasn't the best option. But I grinded away to get the chitin. Oh, look at that. Fire arrows felt pretty OP. Day 13 started with some intense farming of the beach, and sadly an F for our dear ladybug. That was pet death number 2. Yay! There we go. I'm becoming a pro gamer, yo. Oh my god. Oh my. Right. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time, pal. Come on. Oh, what are you? What are you? How are you meant to kill these guys? No. Go away. Yep, I totally ran away, then face off against that dragonfly. Oh, no. Oh, I've got no stamina. So after getting owned by the green beetle, it was time for a death run. I don't want to know. If you're not giving me chitting, I don't want to know, really. It nearly sent me into a cascading death run loop, but I managed to hold my own against the green beetle, and I was, before hopefully trying to get back my stuff on day 14. I just got to run away. Oh no, I've got too much gear on. Oh no, don't come out. I just about sneakily got my stuff back, and I think it was time to get out of this beach as quickly as I could. I needed help, so I went and got myself another grasshopper. Oh! No! 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 Come on, guy! No! So day 15 really hadn't started well. I'd already lost my companion pet again, number 3. But now I was on the hunt for geckos. Come on, Gex the gecko. Oh, there we go. Heavy attack was the one. At last, by the end of day 15, I had enough to go and get the chitin armour, which would be good defending against spiders because it has better defence against their particular attack. Day 16, pet number 4, will it survive? Getting absolutely ruined. I'm going to make sure I can get back on this boat first before I release my guy. It was time to take on the rhinoceros beetle. Oh my god, that did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh! Oh! I don't want to lose all my health. Oh, sugar. It is pierced. No, he's resistant against piercing damage. Okay, it's hammer all the time. That is way too slow. My grasshopper's getting involved. You were meant to be the chosen one. Oh, I was trying to time it so I wouldn't do that. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, mate, it's tough to get over it. Hit me. Yes! Suck it, ratbags. Suck your mums. Some reason, live chat didn't think I'd keep this one alive. Me and Greenie here. Bad boys for life, yo. Celebrations didn't last long. On the way home, we ran into this guy. No! You fudge nugget. Day 17, I needed a break, so we did a bit more base building and expanding. Now we defeated the rhino beetle, I also gained access to the treat needed to tame a gecko. So I decided to go down and scope out the beach once more and see if we could get one. But old habits die hard. The sooner I get access to a grapple, maybe the better. Day 18 really was a bit of a washout. Twice I had to go and get my stuff back again. Twice I died from a big height. I knew I was better than this, so I took it much more slowly and deliberately, got my stuff back, and then we went and finally got ourselves a gecko. This is tame number 5. Yes! But it's still better to give him like a proper meal, or yeah, he likes them as well. I took my new one out for a spin and we took care of some more bees on day 19. At first he didn't seem to be wanting to get involved in the fight too much, but later on the geckos do prove a little bit more formidable. They were still pretty slow, but they were useful at getting across places that I found pretty tough. Day 20 we went and got ourselves silk for the first time. Yes, and chitin axe and chitin spear. We do. I don't really want to go through the swamp. I'll be better off going on my own. We've been given instructions by Scaldy to go and talk to the lady in the swamp, so we had to find a way to get there safely. No! Oh, and I found the tunnel, at least. Fucker. Get away! Get away! Oh. Turns out it'd been a good idea to leave the gecko at home. Maybe not such a good idea to start messing around with them grapples. Spider-Man, I'm not. Oh, come on. Day 22 we managed to get my stuff back, and I realised that I should probably head to the northeast to try and get myself my first wing set, which would be the B set from Drasana. I wasn't sure when winter was going to kick in, but autumn was definitely on its way, so I knew I needed plenty of warming foods. Without this or the right armour, or maybe even both, it's easy to die. So I guess this is the best place for stone. Oh my god, there's a lot of them here. Go on, he's got that one. Oh mate, we are the dream team. Go on, you can eat them. You can eat them. So this is right by, you can't miss it, it's right by one of the first NPCs. So after finishing off day 22 getting stone, day 23 we ventured to the northeast to try and find Drasana. I was having issues finding a place for the gecko to cross. Oof. Oof, but it did take my health then. Luckily the game pretty much teleports your creature to you if you get far away enough, and they've added a brand new whistle that you can call it as well. Sadly there isn't something where you can tell it to go away, and that was tame number 5, dead. I got some small revenge and we carried on exploring, finding this old camera, before finally coming up to Tristana's house, which was guarded by a huge amount of bees. The cost for some of these armours felt pretty extortionate. God, 30 chitin. Oh, we need this textile patch as well. Guess it was time to get a grind on killing more bugs. No. On the way home I got snagged by a couple of beetles and I quickly tried to get my stuff back. Woo. No! Come on. Come on. Oh, that's the one. You've got to line up them super duper shots. I'd seen some jumping spiders and figured they might drop some silk. It might not. Oh no! Oh. Tame number 6 and another grasshopper to go and get my stuff back and hopefully take care of these small but deadly creatures. Oh my god. Oh my god, they proper mess you up. But yeah, no silk. Okay, that kind of sucks. Day 25, I settled on getting into the swamp proper, so we got some silk, and I'm a vanguard. I'm looking to go through the overland. Yep. I was sent it by Scardy. She might be able to answer the Rhino Beach. Lissandra's armours look cool, but pretty expensive in terms of silk. And really, I was here more for the stuff I needed for the bee armour. Ooh! Oh, Jesus Christ! What's it weak to? No, not the things. Drink. Heal. Oh! I'd slept the night, and day 26 it was about trying to get back my stuff, but it was proving difficult fighting all the wolf spiders. I bet this is not a thing. These guys are weak to slashing damage, so swords and axes are the best. Pretty much every spider does poison damage to some extent, so you definitely need a lot of heals or a lot of antidotes. The one bonus fighting these guys is they've got relatively low health compared to a lot of other creatures. But with none of our major healing stuff, it all quickly came to an end. Tame number 7, another grasshopper, did the good job this time though. We managed to get back to the swamp and pretty much get my gear back without running into too much more trouble. The rest of day 27 I decided to go back to the beach and try and get as much of the kiting as we could. Ow. I'm slowly getting better at combat for sure, being able to take on a variety of the creatures now. Really wanted wings. Unlike you, your pets haven't got legs of sticks, they can actually survive pretty much any fall. But not ambushes by bull ants. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me out of here! Son of a... Rest in peace, tame number 7. Ah! Despite the setback, we now had everything we needed for the bee armour, so it was time to head over. Face them off a little bit, or is it because I've got close to the NPC spot? This happened last time though, I turned my back, and then they just done me in. So what actually happens is one of the bees will clock you, and then it will give a warning signal to all the rest of them to come and pretty much attack you at once. So if you can take that bee down without alerting any of the others, you might be avoiding a whole bunch of them. So there you go. Protection 4. Oh, it is a bit better protection. It is. It's much better. So it might be worth trying to get the last few pieces to go over there. So I still needed a few more bits to complete the set, but we had the most important thing, the wings, and winter had finally arrived.
Hey, look, I could just hop to each one of these trees and just make my base.
The wing set really does open up the game, whether it's making things safer to get from tree to tree and transport in your base, or just having a bit of extra speed to get away from some enemies. But it wasn't very protective against the cold, so I definitely needed more of them foods. So they did that on day 28 and 29.
Oh! Right there, toad flipper.
I went and checked out the small pond to see if I could kill one of the toads and get ourselves a bunch of seeds from the cattails.
Yes, I got it. I got it.
More of an optional boss, I decided to go and take on the Wasp Queen. There wasn't really much reward yet, but you do get a wasp head for maybe some future use. But it was pretty formidable, especially with the ant ball attacking at the same time. So that's what I spent most of the day 29 trying to defeat. Quite strange we don't have a bee queen.
Oh!
I'm guessing that might be added in the future too.
Woo! Oi!
The second boss defeated. Day 30 I finally had enough to finish off the bee armor set and we went over to Tristana to get the rest. Day 31 we came across a strange guitar on top of a base. This was the home of Mermek, who had 2 more armor sets to go ahead and get.
They're the best cold protection. They give the most cold protection out of any of the armor sets.
But they were definitely a grind to get hold of the resources, so I decided I'd probably skip them. Finished off day 31 placing our windmill. This is how we would get flour, but more importantly unlock the stone oven and furnace, and now use clay to get mortar, which would also unlock the stone tier of building. Day 32 it was time to go to the Greylands. These were some of the most dangerous areas in Smalland because there's so many different types of creatures, particularly the flies, the cockroaches and the hornets. But wings meant I could get to knock the NPC a lot quicker.
Probably easier to find than you would think going all the way over here.
I was now able to start getting some scrap metal together.
Iron shards. There we go, the spike pickaxe. That's what I was thinking about.
And we had a look at the next armor set that I really wanted to get, the Iron Wing set.
Ooh, fudge.
But the Greylands were pretty tough to survive in.
Oh! Okay. Okay, hammer. Oh my god.
No one loves a cockroach, and so I don't think anyone's got a problem with me wailing on them here. But they were pretty tough to beat, but they did offer some substantial rewards. Heavy kiting.
Oh, come on. Ooh. Shitting bow, there we go.
But big groups of flies were the real danger.
Piss off. Man, they're tough. Yeah. Go on. No? Or should we try to spear? Oh!
Just about managed to get out, and on day 33 we came back with more firepower to see if we could take on some hornets. Poisonous creatures dropped poisonous glands, and you needed a ton of them to make resistance potions. And that was my main goal, to start getting ready for the boss fight with the albino spider in the swamps. But these guys probably weren't the best bet to try and get them glands from.
Oi! Oof.
I got enough resources now to go ahead and make our furnace and start getting some of the more advanced materials, namely charcoal and the iron ingots. The scrying pool was unlocked if we wanted to customise our character. I was pretty happy with how my small folk looked. Now armed with a kiting sword and spear, it was time to go and take on the albino spider. So much easier getting across the swamp on day 34 with my wings.
I've got to get the first shot in. Oh, and that did absolutely nothing, and he is resistant to that, so we're not going to do that one.
He had a ton of health, but I had plenty of healing patches.
Oh!
But for sure it was a pretty tough fight.
Oh! Oh, it's too slow. It's too slow.
Trick was to use up my resistance potions rather than full antidotes.
That's it. Get in there.
As you simply get bit over and over again.
Come on! Yes! I did it! Oh! I've got something for you.
We could now go ahead and tame ourselves wolf spiders, and we were now given a location of the next boss or area to go and explore, which was indeed the Greylands, where we'd already come across Knock. But we now had the location of the boss that was in this area, which was the Black Hornet. So I spent most of the day trying to get myself some heavy kiting.
Yeah, I'll take that. Oh my god!
I'm calling it, flies are the worst.
Wow! Oh, I did manage to kill one of them at least.
We quickly got our stuff back.
Here we go. Oh no!
The rest of the day just about managed to stay alive, and we gathered as much scrap metal as we could. We was going to need a lot more to start getting better weapons. Till now I'd always thought that the Greylands was the toughest biome in Smalland. That was until I set foot in the ruins and the mangroves. So day 36 was attempting to go and see if we could get clay from the area.
That didn't... Oh! Can I make it back? No. Ah. No!
I was really after clay to help with building, particularly as I wanted to build my castle soon and I wanted to build a lot of it out of stone. So I was being cautious, clearing out the dragonflies and hoping not to aggravate any more creatures.
These are really tough to hit and kill without an arrow. Normally. Come on. Oh. Oh, I can't get it. Yes!
I'd finally found some of the clay. You could only get it with a special spike pickaxe that we'd made earlier, but it was good to get some at last, unlocking all the stone foundation building pieces.
You've got to be like a absolute ninja. Oh my god, no! Oh no! There we go. There we go. Come on, strat. Oh no! Come on, Dark Souls, Dark Souls. I'm playing Dark Souls. Always roll backwards, people. Try to anyway. It seems to be the move. Rather than sideways. Oh no! Oh no!
Before blindly rushing back on day 37 to pick up my gear, I bought enough to make a crafting bench so we could repair all of our weapons and armours. This helped out massively while facing this guy, the Lubber. There's quite a few of these guys around, and you will need absolutely something better than just a stone hammer to really take him down, unless you're really good at combat. I'm not really good at combat, but I definitely had a bit more patience. A ton of heals also really helps. We finally done it and I vanquished the Lubber. Now I'd have access to the Lubber mace, which is definitely one of the better weapons in the game.
I'm feeling stupid, as I often am. Whoa, okay, no. So, oh my god, this guy's a beast.
For sure the lizards are just bigger geckos, but with a lot more health and a lot more bite.
Right, come on. No, he's got such a long tongue. That's what he said. Come on, we got to do it, we got to do it. Come on. Yo!
That was enough adventures for day 37. The rest of day 38 we made adjustments and crafted the windmill so we can now access flour as well as start making mortar. And I finally had enough to get the forge ready to start really making the best weapons in the game.
Look at all this. The lobber.
The next 2 days was all about the grind, getting as much stone, wood and some of the metals as well so I could really go to town on building an epic castle.
Oh, it takes a while though using that one. I'm going to persevere. So I'm doing 35 damage every time.
Durability was a real big factor in Smalland and it really wasn't fun, but I made sure I bought plenty of pickaxes this time. I still made room to kill a few bugs along the way.
Yeah, it doesn't like it. Yes, there we go.
The Lubber mace was really coming in handy taking these guys down. Day 41 we started getting prepared for my castle build. The idea would be that I'd have a storage area and then a clean slate to go ahead and build exactly what I wanted.
Sleep, people, got to sleep. Where's my reminders? Where's my reminders of sleep?
More demolishing on day 42 and we was pretty much ready to start. I just needed to get some more resources first though.
Whoa, look at that, it's raining.
And it was time to also get a pet spider too.
Spider was bonus. We'll get the bark, we'll tame the spider. Complete life. Oh shit, okay, here we go. Oh, you son of a git. Don't make me hurt you.
I've nearly lost count now, but I'm pretty sure this is pet number 8. And yeah, this might be one of the records for the shortest time.
Yeah, these little buggers. There's loads and loads here. Loads. No! My companion's dead already! Jesus, that's a record, right? I weren't even watching. With all that bark, we finally had enough resources to begin my time lapse. Didn't really pan out exactly how I wanted, as I'm about to reveal to you. I basically built a lovely little home, and I thought I did a fairly decent job of trying to show it sped up. Sadly though, there was something wrong with the way I was using the equipment, or maybe the game itself. I used a Steam Deck to log in with a second copy of Smalland as if this was a multiplayer world. That's how I got the camera fixed point, and I'm actually using my Steam Deck here with a character to go ahead and build a base out of all the resources I'd already got. So all good so far. I was getting used to the mechanics. I think the building in this game is pretty amazing. It's got some nice pieces, but when I logged in half an hour after completing my build, my base was all gone. The only thing that was left standing was some strange weird doorways, and that was pretty much it. I was pretty gutted as I'd spent nearly 3 hours building and gathering extra resources to go ahead and build this. Pretty much nearly 6 in-game days building and getting the stuff needed, and yeah, it was all for nothing. Especially as all my resources had gone when I logged in. They weren't just laying on the ground, they'd all just disappeared. But I figured I'd show you the first build anyway and show you the difference, what happens, because the second design was definitely a little bit different. But it's definitely made me want to do a lot more building in the future. With so many different types of roofing, you can really make some unusual shapes, and I was messing around quite a bit. I particularly like the one with the bottle inside the ceiling. As a little chimney, it's pretty fantastic, and I really feel like this game has got lots of potential, not just for building in the trees, but also all around the map as well in some prettier locations. This turned out to be a moderate sized place. You definitely don't need something as big as this, as there just isn't that much need for all of it, and hopefully in the future we're going to have stables which I might be able to incorporate in future builds too. It took a lot of grind in getting all these resources that we've been building up over the last 40 odd days. Not to mention the time I put in between running around and placing this stuff down. But there you go, that's the finished build. That is not my base. We had a nice little entranceway, a moderate sized hallway, and lots of little alcoves to go ahead and put my crafting benches and try and separate things, as well as a nice staircase and a way down to the basement. So logging in on day 48, yeah, this is what I was greeted with, just weird doors and nothing else. I had found some cheats that I could use using mod software, so I decided to give myself back the resources rather than have to go and grind again, otherwise I would never get this 100 days done. That's pretty much what I did for the next 3-4 days as I rebuilt my giant fortress castle. It definitely wasn't as cute as the first one, but it was definitely more impressive in terms of the size. I did try to stick within what I'd already accumulated, as I had quite a few resources left over, and I made sure to make the bottom basement quite a bit larger, as I wanted to have most of my crafting down here. This was all done on live stream, so I can validate that I went and grinded the resources originally, but I did feel like I maybe was getting to the point where I would have run out if I'd actually had the natural stuff, so I decided to go and harvest and forage some goods on day 52. Also picked up some more nails and caps, as some of them had disappeared as well. I had been worried that I'd run out of things to do by like day 80, but this definitely kept me busy and without having to put too much filler in before hopefully getting to the final bosses. Oh, it's nice, it's nice, I like it, I like it, I like it. My poor live chat had seen me build for about 3 or 4 days now, so it was time on day 53 to go and give them some excitement. With all that had gone on, I totally forgot I had taken on the Was Queen once before, and so went and tried taking it on again. That's it, go on. What I hadn't banked on was it actually being pretty tough to kill this time. I definitely had an easier go of it the first round. Oh, so you get hit from miles away. I'm going to die again. You win, you win, you win. I went home and made a bunch more potions. Given I couldn't beat the actual Was Queen, it wasn't the best idea to go and take on the Black Hornet boss. I took out some flies near the rubbish and then we headed over. Right, I've got to get the first shot. Oh no, you've got to get that first shot in. Oh. 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 Oh, okay, right. Arrows, 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 arrows. That's it. Keep attacking me like that. Oh! No! Oh! Oh! Yeah, like that. No. Oh, it got me. No, where are you? Come up. Yes! Oh, baby. Take that.
With the sapphire wings, we can now get the sapphire wing set, but more importantly, this iron wing was really the best protection in the game. But it wasn't great for cold, and I definitely needed a lot more resources, so I became the cockroach king for the rest of the day, trying to take out and get as much heavy kiting as possible. Not to mention all of the iron I would need. So that's what I also spent the rest of the day doing on day 55, taking on the cockroaches as well as the hornets to try and get as many of the resources.
Yes. There we go. That's the one, mate. That, and we're doing that.
So we at least had 2 pieces now to complement my other wing set. I needed still more resources to get the full one.
Get out of here.
These flies weren't making it easy though, and they definitely more of the danger than the cockroaches.
Right, furnace first. There we go.
But finally, on day 56, we had enough to make the full set of armour.
There we go. Yeah.
Day 57, tame number 9. Let's go and get some resources before heading off into the sewers on day 58. There were tales of an OP spear deep in the sewers.
Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. This is how we arrive in style. Oh, apart from taking a huge amount of damage there.
A few cockroaches.
That attack does a lot. There you go.
And my old favourite, the flies.
I keeps running out of stamina at the wrong time.
I'd upgraded to the recurve bow, but it was still kind of janky against some of these sometimes. But we finally did it. We came across the poisonous spear. This Stinger Lance is the best spear in the game.
Okay. Not that way. You've got to go past the Black Widow.
After eventually getting out, we tested the spear itself.
It's better than the arrows. It lasts a long time as well. Oh. Oh, that's weird though. Not enough to kill it.
It's back to the swamps for day 59.
There is a way with oh, there we go. You got to get that crucial shot in first with these guys. Oh no, he's stuck there. Oh no, he's not stuck there now. Just look how ridiculous they are.
And yeah, I forgot to turn my camera off when I was recording this next section. But I was here for a purpose. We needed to kill a bunch of these toads, as we needed a bunch of toad flesh to go ahead and craft the next set of stuff I wanted, which was mainly get ready for the healing armor set.
The
The swamps had been pretty dangerous every time I'd come previously, but now with much better armor and gear, I was definitely doing a lot better, especially since I'd crafted an iron scythe. Alongside the poison spear, as well as the Luba mace, I was really kicking ass. One thing that was letting me down though was still my archery skills. I wanted to see if I could get a better bow. So final toad killed in the swamp, time to get the composite bow.
composite bow. Here we go. Woo! I love how he just sprang into action at last.
Some more prep on day 61 and it was back to going ahead and getting toads. These guys were pretty big and fearsome, but yeah, not as challenging as I thought they'd be. Especially wearing the best armour in the game. A big part of Smalland's appeal was meant to be the seasons, but apart from being extra cold during winter and the storms that you normally would have to recover from, there wasn't really much difference between spring, autumn and summer. But I was hopeful in the future they may add the ability to freeze the lakes like they'd shown off during development. Day 62 I did a bit of sorting around the base and we crafted our first oven so we could get more advanced meals that would keep her fuller for longer. I also got to take a look at the base and decide whether or not I'd do some adjustments a bit later. More toad hunting on day 63.
Oh, his poor tongue. Look at that.
And a little further run around near the beach to get some more resources from creatures, as well as the leaves from sorrel, which also help more advanced meals.
Ooh, mate.
Day 64, I killed some time during the day getting more resources like petals and nectar, and again more kiting before going to the swamps at night. One thing I'd not been able to get hold of was mosquitoes.
Oh, mate. Oh. Oh. Game's like, you think it's easy, do ya? How about some of these eggs? As always though, it's because they attack in numbers.
And then the next day we went and got ourselves pet number 9.
That guy will mess us up. I'm going to go and kill him now.
After defeating the threat, we got out of there pretty quick, and then I set about getting some more resources before heading home.
Oi, piss off.
And my spider lived a crazy encounter with a bunch of wasps. Day 66, another boss fight.
Oh! 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 Oh, that one, Eva. Come on. Oh, God. Man, it's hard to tell that one.
This was the spider matriarch, which I needed to get the healers set.
There we go. Come on. Yes. Oh. Ooh. We killed it. We did it.
So with that spider's eye, we were pretty much ready to go and get the rest of the recipes from a special NPC in the mangroves. But I wanted to go there with a bit extra protection, so I wanted a mount.
Oh, there it is. Oh, God.
I'd totally forgotten about my wolf spider, so the whistle came in handy, and we saw if we could get it across to the dangerous ruins area.
That's it. It's the only spot here on the map you can get your creatures across. What's that about? Right, yeah, kill that. No, Wolfie. Bad Wolfie. Oh.
So parking up Wolfie here outside the swamp at Shrek house, I went inside to speak to the NPC.
Someone who watched too much Shrek. Hi, Tuhula. How are you? There you go, there's the spider matriarch, and there's all the goods. The healing stuff unlocked. It's what we needed all that for. So you need 6, 12. So you need 12 blood sacks just for the healing stuff. So a ton of potions, which would be requiring the toad flesh, and of course all them blood sacks too. And of course it's at this point that I realised that say number 9 wasn't around. Did my spider get killed? My spider's gone. God damn it.
I spent day 68 crafting and getting everything ready to go back to Tuhula.
Piss off, pal. Oh, what, you want some as well? Oh, everyone wants some. Fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The healing aspects make up for that.
So it didn't have as good protection stats as the Iron Wing, but the healing and the anti-poison stuff really helped this armor set, and one of my favourites. Especially though if you combine it with a little bit of the Iron Wing set too. The rest of the day was spent getting even more clay. Day 69 I was having more trouble with flyers as we kept getting more resources, as I really wanted to start thinking about getting every weapon and every armor set now before taking on any more of the bosses. In fact, I only had one boss left to go, so I knew it was time to get the armors. So we went and checked out Murnek once more.
So what? Oh, okay. Oh, he's Giga Chad. He's made Murnek into a Giga Chad.
With the huge amount of kiting I needed, I figured I'd go and try to take on some of the stag beetles, as these guys would drop 6 a piece of the heavy kiting. So it turns out I probably wasn't ready for stag beetles just yet. I needed more healing and to have a bit more confidence fighting them, but Aluba, no problem.
Oh!
Before I left the mangroves and ruins, I did want to take a peek at the boss and see what I might have to actually come up against.
Oh, it's dangerous here. Yeah, no, this is a terrible idea. There it is. There it is. Does he see me? Oh my god, he see me. Just to show. Oh my god, okay. Right. Not get me on this little step. Yeah, you can. Oh, get that then.
That's about as close as I wanted to get right now.
Oh, he's come down. He's come down.
He did eventually creep back up to his lair, and I dealt with some hornets as night descended.
Shit.
Ooh. Days 70 to 73 we ended up doing just that, crafting more potions and sorting out a lot of my inventory space. I also decided to make the place look a bit nicer with some decoratives, as well as making some adjustments to the outside of my base. I'd also gone and rinsed through a lot of my seeds and seed oil, so I definitely need to go and get more of them, as well as some extra wood. I still had some stuff planned for my base, but I was really waiting for the night time on day 73, as we was going to go and hunt some of the fireflies.
Oh, the stars are out. Right, here we go. Give me glowies. I want my glowies. Oh, there's one. There's one. Alright, I'll take it back, Spicy. I'll take it back. Oh, piss off. Go away. I'm hunting glowworms here. Glowflies. Fireflies. There we go. I can't believe that's the first time I picked it up.
So although I didn't really need any of the other armor sets, I did want to be a completionist, and so we set aside getting the rest of them now, including the primal, which was good for winter as it still offered some of the best stats for against the cold.
It's got really slow mo. Oh, yeah.
There were a few spots I hadn't explored either, like the under rock big large cave areas near the beach, but I didn't have really much in them other than a whole ton of water bugs, so I was getting plenty of roach meat and this weird walkie-talkie, but there was no special weapons or any kind of real good gear. The only thing it did have in abundance was a ton of poisonous mushrooms, which you did need to make the antidotes if you really wanted to get a whole lot of them, but these were common in other areas.
Do not apply canteen to open flame or burner plates. So an armor thing. Yeah, there needs to be something. There needs to be a weapon or something down here.
I took care of some lubers to finish off the day, and then it was back home before winter set in. I tested out my theory on how many armor pieces you needed with cold protection to really withstand the cold, and the answer was about 20, and you should be okay. So I could combine my actual other sets without having to rely on lesser inferior armor. The full mix sets from Mermec were the two that I'd skipped, so we needed to go and get them as well.
No. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
The grind for the heavy chitin was real.
Ooh. Yeah. Ah, it's still, yeah.
Nights come in contact too much with some of the nighttime creatures, as I'd always tried skipping, but this time the night ants came and got me. Day 77, we had everything we needed.
I don't know what, this guy is always here as well. It's like, hey, I'm sure it should be safe here. Mermec, did you want to help me out a little bit there, my friend? No? No? Fine.
Bone armor set complete. I did quite like the look of this one. It's just such a shame it's not as useful as the late ones I'd already got. Next was the Formic set. Each one of these sets does have extra resistance usually against one attack type. So this was good against blunt, which a lot of creatures like cockroaches and beetles did that kind of damage. That's the theory anyway, and that's the point of maybe getting some of these armor sets. If you're going to harvest or go hunting for one particular creature type, it might be a good idea to wear that kind of armor that's resistant against them. You can see what the creatures are weak to, but the rest of that information I actually found by digging through the files. So it does mean that some of the armors I think definitely need a revamp for the future. But by day 78 I had enough to go ahead and get the last set.
That's it. I will never see you again, Mermec. Ever, ever again will I have to see your face.
I gotta say though, I do like the look of this one. Reminds me of like a Venom Spider-Man style character. There was actually one more armor set I hadn't got, which was the Silkweave set. The next few days were a mix of sorting my inventory out and making more adjustments to my base. I really wanted my windmill to feel like it was a part separate from the base, almost like a tower from Fable. If you've ever played them games, you'll see or know what I'm talking about, separated by a small thin bridge. So that's kind of what I built over the next couple of days. having needed to go and get a few resources to finish the job.
But look at it now. Look at us. See? Look at it now. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
To get the silk weave set, we're going to need more spider heads.
It's impossible to creep up on them. You can do stealth damage.
Is this tame number 11?
Although I was meant to be killing them, weren't I? I was just meant to be killing them just to get a head. Oh, nope. Nope. Sugar. That is a record for me.
There's always going to be a 12th, right? I'm seriously hunting for these spider heads now.
Not taming you up. Spider's head. Nice, nice, nice. I killed.
We'd finally done it. I had enough now to go ahead and get the silk weave set. Each piece will give you a 2% extra speed bonus.
Oh, baby.
I went and gave it a try against some other widows, and it's okay. Do feel like it should have a poison resistance as well. We'd finally done it though. Every single armor set complete. Day 84, I went and made a bunch of the new foods that I could craft with the stone oven now to give me more sustenance. And again, I'm hoping these get buffed out. It is early access after all, so I'm expecting a lot of changes in the future. But right now, judging by how many ingredients you need, it's not really worth it making a lot of this stuff. Also realised I hadn't tried out the blow dart.
Oh no, we was going to be sneaky, weren't we? We were going to be trying my new thing out. It's snowing again! Come on. So there's no stamina drain with it. Oh my god, that is awful. Oof.
See, yeah, maybe not the best weapon against high level creatures. That poison was not even tickling him.
Oh, there's a gecko here. Wait. Wait, piss off. There we go. Wait, I tamed you. You tamed.
Say number 12, maybe last a little bit longer this time.
Oh, here we go. Poison him. That's it. Oh, it's... my gecko died! Oh, mate. No, now I'm cold again. Come on! Oh! Just about. Just about. Sugar.
I spent the rest of day 85 scoping out the ruins, seeing if there was a possibility of possibly getting a base down, but it simply is too dangerous. With such high level creatures, any encounter can become deadly very quickly. Interestingly as well, you can't have any kind of base on a tree in this area either. Days 86 and 7, I went and explored more of the sewers. I was trying to get a whole bunch of silk, and I figured I needed a whole bunch of the metal as well, with the ultimate aim to craft every single weapon. Added bonus was I'd get heavy kiting from the cockroaches too. Days 88 to 91 was spent farming the Greylands to get even more metal, with encounters against the dawn ants because I spent too long, and more of my good friend the cockroach.
Oh, there we go. That was the one. That was the one.
The grind was real, but I really wanted to get everything unlocked before taking on the king stag beetle. Greylands is probably where you'll spend most of your time within the game, really, getting everything you need. But days 91 to 93, I decided to go back over to the ruins and see if we can just keep getting more of the high level bug resources. And yep, I risked it again and got myself another gecko, pet number 13. Maybe lucky? It definitely helped out in this one at least. But once again, once I come up against a stag beetle, it was game over. Not again, you son of a git. Little FYI, these guys have got about 800 health, but the king stag beetle's got over 1,000. So I definitely knew I had to get good at killing these before taking on the final boss. The ruins is a strange place. There are definitely some cool looking places to actually have a base, but there's just not enough reason to come here other than getting clay. You can find other resources though, like this cyclamen only here, and this gives you a lot more of the seeds as well as the petals and nectar. But once again, being so dangerous area filled with hornets and more dragonflies, it just really wasn't the one. The next day I took a look at the ruins in the beautiful sunlight. Eventually we're going to be going there once the game gets updated in the future. I'd gone and crafted some of the brand new iron weapons like the sword, the axe and the mace, and gave them a good try against some of the hornets. They were definitely better than some of the other stuff I'd been using, and so I vowed to make sure I use these weapons going forward. Days 93 to 95 were filled with me doing more metal runs and organising all of my resources, as well as having to repair parts of my base as some of it was damaged. Even with roofs on, it looks like sometimes if you haven't got enough foundation support, some parts of it are still going to be a little bit broken over time, so always check everything now and then.
Woohoo, I've done it! Stone spear, flint spear, chitin spear, stinger lance, the simple bow, recurve bow, chitin bow, the composite bow, blow gun, wood club, stone hammer, lubo mace, and the iron hammer. Wood sword, flint sword, iron sword, poisoned mace, morning star, chitin axe, iron axe, grasshopper sky, and the iron scythe. And of course every armor set in the game, the traveller's torso, the padded set, and of course the stone set, chitin and primal, regal and silkweave, the bone and formic vambraces, and of course the healer's set, and the iron wing. I went to see if I could go into the stag beetle's lair using the grapple hooks, but they're pretty useless. I hope they get buffed in the future. I had to battle a hornet or two though, and things didn't go to plan, so it would be another day before I eventually went to take on the boss. Any encounter or fight with more than one creature is pretty deadly in Smalland. Even no matter you've got the best armour and the best weapons, you can still get done over. I went and got my revenge on the hornet first. That went okay, and then I went and sought out the black stag beetle. Finally, day 98, we were taking on the final boss, the king stag beetle. Stealth shot away. Let's go, baby, let's go.
Resistant to piercing damage, so no arrows and no spears. I was going in for my hammer.
Oof. Come on. Woo. Oh, I totally missed that one. Let's try the sword, let's try the sword. Oh, I can only get one hit in. Come on. Come on. Oof. Oh.
It's such a tanky creature, and you can really not attack it with many hits, as the claws will hit and chomp you more if you get too close, and your other weapons are often out of range.
Come on! Yes! Woo!
We done it, I'd finally beaten the last boss.
Did it!
Day 99 we'd headed back to the Elder and we found out what was inside the chest. Some scroll that hopefully would be the cure for the Queen.
He's made his settlement below the giant ancient sanctuary in the ruins. And there we go, the damselfly tree.
The princess is in another castle. Apparently I had to go and find this elder historian dude to then give me maybe what I would need to cure the Queen. But that wouldn't be here until in future updates. Of course, our first step was to go and get the damselfly and hopefully tame one. But I took a little bit too forceful approach.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes!
So there we go, that was 100 Days of Smalland, kind of retro. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and as I said, if you want to see me do another fresh one with all the new content, all the new creatures you can tame, then make sure you write something in the comment section. Until next time, Ratbags, go and check out the rest of my 100 Days of Grounded and more, and I'll see you later.